Yes, I does that.
A look here at the American Airlines Arena and its surroundings. Wow, what a beautiful stage we have set for tonight. Welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. Doris Burke will be reporting. And now a quick check of our starting lineups for both teams. First for the Hawks, Jeff Teague and Lou Williams, the backcourt. And holding down the middle, a tremendously hard-working and versatile big man out of the Dominican Republic, Al Horford. Then there's Kyle Korver, and it's Millsap in at the 4 slot. And for Miami, Chalmers and D-Wade are the guards. And playing at the 5, the always versatile 6'11" star big man, able to score inside and out, Chris Bosh. Then it's LeBron James, and it's Haslam in at the 4. Korver kicks to Teague. Outside Williams. Dishes it to Millsap. 6 to shoot. Passes to Teague. There's the triple. Here's Horford. And it's blocked by Bosh. Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. On the wing, Williams. Wade is covering. Williams kicks to Horford. Over Bosh. And it's Horford again missing. The Heat on offense. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Yes, Kevin, I spoke briefly with Eric Spoelstra. We talked about the keys to this game, and he singled out Paul Millsap as a player they've simply got to be mindful of. Coach told me he's always been an energy guy, someone you have to locate and box out every possession. But he's developed his offensive game to the point where he's more than just a hustle guy. He's also a scoring threat now, and a guy we can't leave open. They'll be watching him, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way.
You know, last season the Hawks were a solid team on the road. Nothing spectacular. Really what you'd expect from a 3 seed in the East. End of the year with a 19-22 road record. Not bad.
Well, Clark, you said it about the Hawks last year, 19-22 on the road. You really need to hover around 500 on the road, don't you think, Steve, to position yourself for the playoffs?
No question. As long as you can control your home court and get a good record there, then 500 on the road is just fine. But this is a Hawks team that's looking to take the next step, Kevin, to really become elite. They've been kind of stuck in the middle for a while now.
And Chalmers kicks to Haslam. Howard down after the assist, let him into the lane.
Great awareness by Mario Chalmers on that feed.
For Atlanta, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Teague, the pass to Horford. Another shot. He lays it in. Horford's got his first points in this one.
He's trying to get it going offensively, but right now just 1 of 4 to start.
And LeBron throws it down.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Well, they already had him staggered, and now all of a sudden they're throwing some haymakers.
Much has been made about the show LeBron puts out during games, but he also puts on a spectacle in his pregame routine. Last season, he and others started pulling out all the stops and dunking in the pregame warm-up in an effort to break a sweat.
Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's T, and there's the call on Bosh. That's his first foul. And Clark, you mentioned the pregame dunks for LeBron, a devastating finisher. Some have asked why he's never competed in the All-Star Slam Dunk competition. In fact, I say that every Saturday night I'm sitting on that microphone. Why isn't LeBron in this competition?
Wouldn't it be nice? In fact, I think, didn't Magic Johnson even put up a $1 million incentive for him to compete? Yeah, it would be incredible to see him. I don't know. I think it's become almost a chore for players these days to enter, but it would be fantastic to see him out there.
Korver dishes to Horford. Count the bucket.
Beautiful dish down low.
The Heat leading by 6. And Chalmers kicks to Bosh. And that comes off the assist by Mario Chalmers.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. I mean, defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low.
Here's Horford. The shot no good. Great D that time from Haslam.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Boy, what a fantastic opening quarter for them.
Yeah, it sure has been. Look at the lead they've jumped out to already. Impressive.
And Atlanta calls their first time out of the game.
Well, really the heart and soul of this Miami team in a lot of ways, Udonis Haslam. Born and raised in Miami. He's played his entire decade-long career with the Heat and just a tough, hard-working guy and a locker room leader.
And Miami making a change here. Battier's checked in. That's good.
Boy, he's looked great so far. Right from the opening tip, offensively, looks like he's brought his A game.
Wade passes to Bosch. Good work defensively by Horford.
Well, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Here's Teague. And it's Miami with the rebound. And back to Haslam. He helped lift the Florida Gators program back to prominence. Took them all the way to the NCAA championship game, playing at center of all positions.
But was really heavy back then at Florida. And he had to lose a lot of weight before he was ready to play in the NBA. Went to Europe to play first. He's been the heart and soul of the Heat organization ever since.
The Atlanta making some changes. Eldon Brand's checked in for Millsap. Damari Carroll comes in for Kyle Korver. And John Jenkins subbed in for Lou Williams. And the layup is good.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it. While not as dominant on defense as they were a year before, the Heat still were tough at that end of the court. The thing is, you could see them turn it on and turn it off when they needed to defensively, so they always managed to get the key stop when they needed it.
And stolen by LeBron.
Oh, how about that basketball, man?
Beautiful.
Wow.
Their offense has really come together immediately, threatening to run away with this game.
It's hard to imagine they'll be able to stay as hot as they've been so far, but if they can, watch out.
Here's Schroeder. Now the dish to Carroll. Poked away and stolen by LeBron. Jumps up and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Heat.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught them off guard. Playing airtight defense and coming up with the steals.
And they're getting out in transition, too, finding some easy points on the fast break.
Miami leading by 14. Battier outside. Cole shoots the three. Elton Brand grabs the board. And Shane Battier gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. So it's the Hawks now. Brand kicks to Horford. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. They get it back. Schroeder. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
It's LeBron with the drive. Excellent D there from Carroll. The Hawks trail by 12. Shot left block. And Atlanta again with the bucket. Schroeder's gotten all three of his shots to fall for him. 3 for 3. Can't connect from short range.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
Stolen by Anderson. And Cole kicks to LeBron. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful. LeBron's got 16.
And the early lead just keeps on growing. Another basket.
And the way they've done it is with an extremely potent inside attack.
And an overpowering first. Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Heat team out there.
And the key is you look at the steal totals for this team. They have really put good pressure on the offense.
Well, you know what? Pressure can lead to pilfers, and pilfers can lead to points. So we've got the 3 P's: pressure, pilfers, points. Get it done.
Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, Dwayne Wade, maybe more so than LeBron and Chris Bosh, has had to make sacrifices in his role when they assembled the Big Three in Miami. Wade said, quote, "If I was a selfish guy, it never would have worked. Myself and LeBron both being alphas. But you can only play this game for so long, and when you leave this game, what memories do you want to have? I want to have memories of success as a team, and it's not easy. It's hard, but the only thing I need to prove to myself is that I can be a part of a winning team. Guys, that's what it's all about."
Well, they've got it right, Doris. When you win, all the accolades take care of themselves. Schroeder kicks to Horford. Fires from 14. Good as the jump shot falls. Horford's got 6.
Yeah, the defense just couldn't get a hand in his face, couldn't challenge the shot.
Yeah, made his height advantage count that time.
You know, Horford missed a big chunk of that 2011-12 season after he tore the pectoral muscle in his shoulder. But he bounced back last season, and he arguably had his best year of his NBA career.
Screen by Brand. Here's Jenkins, and he uses the glass on the layup.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
LeBron with the bucket. And going back down Horford. A career high, Clark, last season in minutes played.
Yeah, he averaged a double-double for the first time in his career, Kevin, so that injury didn't give the Hawks pause. They rode Horford more than ever, and he was up to the challenge.
And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Paul Millsap's checked in for Horford. Korver comes in for Damari Carroll. Lou Williams is checked in for John Jenkins. And it's Teague in for Schroeder. Brand kicks to Williams. And it's in off the backboard.
Now they're finally starting to shoot the ball a little bit better now.
You know, I thought this was the kind of play they needed in the first quarter, but as I always like to say, it's better late than never.
I don't know what's happening to their defense. I mean, they don't have any effort, any purpose.
And it's really costing them. I mean, the last 5 baskets at that end have been on very easy looks.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession.
The Hawks last season weren't really a bad offensive team, but they did have one of the more memorable offensive nights, and not for anything positive. In the January game against the tough Bulls team, the Hawks only scored 58 points over the course of the entire game.
As you said, the Hawks had one of the worst offensive nights, Clark, in the NBA, but overall, we're a solid offensive team right around the middle of the league. Steve just goes to show what can happen when a team goes cold.
Yeah, when you don't have that one guy who you can always lean on to score. I mean, there are going to be some nights where everything just misses, and I think that was the case that game against Chicago. It was kind of bizarre, but hey, over the course of 82 games, it's going to happen. Boy, they've looked good in the open floor today. That's had a lot to do with their success.
Well, they've been doing the right thing, Steve. Anytime they've had numbers, they've gone straight up court with it right away. Boom.
Teague dishes to Williams. And that one hits back iron.
It would have been lucky to knock that shot down.
Yeah, that kind of shot will definitely get you the high eyebrows from the coach and maybe get you a seat on the bench, too.
Boy, that's embarrassing, guys. He's going to have a hard time living that one down later when they watch it on tape.
The Hawks trail by 16. Outside Teague. Back to Brand. He kicks it to Korver. Feeds to Millsap. Gets it to go. Miami leading by 14. Here's Bosh. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Wade's got 4 assists in the game. Doubled by Bosh. Teague kicks to Korver. On the wing, Williams. Outside Teague. Lock at 6. Williams. Williams missing again.
Boy, I'm shocked he didn't make that one. He usually knocks that one down with ease.
Pulls up. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession. So it's Atlanta now. They trail by 16. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And then Wade slams it in.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
Yeah, it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
And let's now go to the sideline. We'll catch up here with Doris Burke. Doris?
Well, Kevin, even though there have been a lot of changes over the past few seasons in Atlanta, the team has rebounded despite the turnover in coaches and players. Al Horford said it came together quickly because of the GM saying, quote, "We understood he was trying to do some things in a different way." Sounds like they have a good understanding of what they are trying to accomplish here, guys.
A lot of talent, Doris. They're keeping them all working together. The Heat leading by 16.
A lot of high hopes for what Lou Williams could do with a new team last year. It really started off quickly with Atlanta, had some good games, but eventually the season went down the drain with that knee injury in January. Tell you what, he is so difficult to guard, especially on a shot like that one.
The feed to Korver, all alone. Miami grabs the miss. Wade's got his third rebound on the night. And for Williams' quickness, a big part of his game. We'll see how the knee affects his game, Clark.
You know, it normally takes a year or so to get back to playing, 2 years to get back to 100%, but he's signed to a very cap-friendly contract, so Atlanta may be able to weather his loss until he's back to his old self.
Wade from outside. Good on the shot. Wade's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's got it going now.
Williams attacking. T. Back to Williams. And that comes off the assist by Jeff T. That's 7 points for Lou Williams.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the three as well as they can take the three.
And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line. It's going to send Chris Bosh to the free throw line. That one on Horford. The Heat making a switch here. The Heat shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
Still haven't seen them miss a shot from the line in this quarter, so they're doing a nice job of protecting the lead.
Well, they're cashing in from the line. I mean, they're making them pay for fouling them right now.
Williams attacking. That's good. Williams has got 9. Now here's Wade. It'll count. And that's not going to go. A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Heat out front, up 19.
Now, presented by Sprint.
Damon Bruce here. Welcome to halftime. So far, a lopsided game out at American Airlines Arena. Miami up on top against Atlanta. They've done a fantastic job pushing the break and the tempo, easy buckets in transition. Through 2 quarters, LeBron in complete control. Seems like everything's falling for him. Not sure if he even knows how to miss. For the Hawks, they have not been good early.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. What can you say? LeBron James, what an impressive effort today.
He is a dynamic scorer, guys. That much we know. And I'll tell you what, his talent was on full display there in the first half.
Steve, he is a hard man to keep down, and so far, they've been unable to do it.
The Heat leading by 19 points. Wade passes to LeBron. LeBron is doubled. Chalmers, T covering. The drive by Bosh. Pass to Haslam. The baseline J. Back to Bosh. Let's go. Horford with the block. Williams against Haslam. Horford sets a screen for Williams. Right side Teague. He feeds it to Horford. Doubled by Haslam. 5 on the clock. Here's Korver. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Korver's got the first points of the second half up on the board for Atlanta. The Heat shooting 70% from the floor. Truly incredible work from this offense tonight. There's the pass to Chalmers. Back to Wade. And it's good. Fought through contact, hits the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim. Well, Kevin, he's extremely adept at creating his own shot. You know, we got a lot of catch-and-shoot guys in the NBA, but players who can beat you off the dribble and score are tough to come by.
And, Steve, it's also really remarkable what a solid shooter he is, even in the presence of tough, sticky defense. He smoothly and calmly executes.
And stolen by Horford. Here's Korver. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. The Heat leading by 20. LeBron drives in. And it's good. LeBron's got 22.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Yeah, that's 5 of their last 6 baskets inside the lane. They have really established themselves inside.
Wade against Williams. Korver. Back to Williams. Fires from deep. Bosh grabs the miss.
It has not been an ideal start to the second half. They've missed 3 of their first 4.
Well, coming off a title last year, you always wonder if a team will maybe relax a little bit. They usually won't admit to it, but Chris Bosh readily said it at times that his team had a difficult time lighting that fire again.
Korver dishes to T. On the wing, Williams. Tries to save it. Again, Williams missing.
1 for 5 on offense. A slow start here in the second half. Everything working for him out of the half as they've hit 4 of their first 5 shots.
Time call here. The Hawks decide to talk it over. Let me go back to what Bosh said. I think that is true for every team, Clark, that comes off a championship, but they usually don't admit it like Bosh did.
Well, you know what? Once you've won it all, there is a bit of a relief and a little malaise that may settle over you, but I've always respected Bosh's candor. He's a guy who doesn't bite his tongue, and he articulates what he feels, and I think it's impressive that they fought back to the finals once more, because that shows they eventually did recapture that fire.
The shot's good from LeBron.
Nicely done. They just continue to dominate inside. That's 10 points in a row in the lane.
It's now purely, here it comes. See if you can stop it.
And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Chris Bosh is checked in for the Heat. On offense, here are the Heat. They picked up 11 straight. Wade. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. That one on Horford.
We've seen D-Wade getting it done. 18 points and 5 assists. This game is all about him right now.
He is in full domination mode, guys.
Both free throws good from Wade. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
Yeah, defensively, some really good pressure being applied, though, so you've got to give credit there. It seems like they've been rattled a little bit.
Steve, you think they've been rattled?
Oh, they're rattled all right, and turnovers will kill you, especially with a team like this that can force turnovers and get out in transition.
Pass to Battier. Now that's how to finish the break. Throw down with force.
Oh, man, they are just putting the hammer down right now.
Defensively and offensively, it has all been working for them today.
Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Here's Schroeder, defended by Cole. He dishes it to Carroll. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. This is his first free throw of the game.
And you go back and you look at the numbers from last season, he knocked down about 77% of his free throws.
Atlanta making a switch here. Korver's checked in. He hits one, then misses the second attempt from the free throw line.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady work they've been doing on the interior, no question, and that's, I think, the main reason they have this lead.
The Hawks shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Here's Jenkins. Goes back up. Here's Cole. T covering. Rejected by T. 3-on-3. And Jenkins kicks to Horford. The shot from the low post is good. Horford's got 8.
You know, regardless of who starts the break, seems like he's usually the one to finish it.
and that's because of how well he attacks the rim on the dead run. You know, people look at Mario Chalmers and say he might not be your typical point guard. He's not a big-time penetrator or playmaker, but he's a good fit for the Heat with his active defense and spot-up shooting from long range. I think it's a hand-in-glove fit, actually.
Paul Millsap's checked in for Al Horford. Knocked loose. Here's Jenkins. Kept alive by Atlanta.
There's another opportunity, and everything's going right for these guys.
In transition, here comes Miami. Cole's got the ball. LeBron's shot is good. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for Miami.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And the other thing they're doing, Clark, is scoring a lot of points off turnovers, forcing mistakes, and cashing in.
Oh, man, that was unreal.
Mark it up. Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
And here's Korver from the arc. It's rebounded by Bosch.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
Battier cannot hit. Atlanta's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Now here's Jenkins. He's covered by Bosch. 1 second left. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
And so T gets 2 free throws. Tipped away. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a 1. And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. Here's Cole. The drive by Wade. That one goes. Count it. Wade's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Heat.
You know, there aren't many guys like him, players who can accelerate to the rim and finish with a flourish more often than not.
Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Wade's got 11 in the second half. The Hawks shooting at 36% on the night. They've got to step it up offensively. Back to Brand. Kicks it to Cunningham. Takes a 3. Can't hit. And it's Miami the other way. An even 3-on-3 break. Here's Oden. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
A lot of people thought the East would be a cakewalk for Miami last year, but Indiana made sure that wasn't going to be the case. What a series with the Pacers using their size and strength to pound Miami down low, and eventually the Heat were able to pull it out, but boy, was that a tough series.
Ray Allen, he's checked in for the Heat. Schroeder kicks to Cunningham. He passes to Schroeder. Miami grabs the miss. And just to touch back on the Eastern Conference Finals, went to a Game 7 where Miami ran away with the game. But, you know, Clark, if it weren't for the heroics of LeBron earlier in the series, it could have been the Pacers that took on San Antonio in the finals.
You know, I was thinking a little bit about 2 former ABA teams meeting in the NBA Finals, but the Heat managed to steal Game 1, and I thought that proved to be the difference in the end. That was a game the Pacers had and didn't squeeze. But the way these two teams are constructed, they should be seeing a lot more of each other in the near future. And I think that's great for the league because whenever they meet up in the regular season or the playoffs, it's always been a battle the last couple of years.
Nice rivalry developing between those two.
I think you're right. Yeah. A good one brewing there.
I love the flow that they've been playing with offensively tonight. This is an impressive performance.
Well, and that lead they have just continues to grow and grow.
Off his leg, and the ref's whistling a kick ball. Mike Scott's checked in for Elton Brand. Ion passes to Scott. Dishes to Cunningham. 4 on the shot clock. Here's Ion, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. For Miami, they've gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Battier, defended by Cunningham. Allen for 3. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. John Jenkins checked in for the Hawks. The Hawks have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Steps back and fires. That's good on the jump shot.
Something they'd like to see more of him more often, that's for sure.
Lewis on the wing. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Out of bounds, Atlanta will take possession. Atlanta making a switch here. Rand's checked in. The Hawks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Passes it to Jenkins. 3-pointer. Gets it to go. Jenkins got 5 points now in the quarter.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Anthony, covered by Brand. The shot by Anthony, no good. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the fourth. Here's Jenkins. They get it back. Dives for it. And as it goes out of bounds, Atlanta able to keep the ball here. Outside, Scott. Pass to Schroeder. They get a hand on it. The finish. Flushes it down to finish the break.
Great job capitalizing on that steal and getting the easy points in transition.
Exactly how it should be done after a turnover.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And Norris Cole is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
And it's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
Brand, covered by Anthony.
The defense has really locked down on them this half. I mean, they've zoned in and been very solid clamping down. I think they need to look to get into the lane a little more so they can get some high percentage shots.
Here's Battier. And a miss there on the triple.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, they were very lucky defensively because there was some miscommunication there. They left him wide open.
Tough play underneath to give them another shot.
Brand, good.
That's pretty much been the norm for them, getting their points off assists and great ball movement.
Nice rhythm and flow for this team. Tremendous communication and alertness.
It's Allen with the drive. Elbow shot. And yep, couple bounces and it falls.
You know, that mid-range jump shot may be an underutilized tool in today's NBA, but it's really serving this team well.
In fact, it very well might be the strongest area of their game offensively.
Udonis Haslem, he's checked in for Joel Anthony. Shot denied. And he recovers it. And there's the call on Udonis Haslem. That's his first foul. Schroeder kicks to Brand, working on Anderson. Tries again, and Elton Brand again. Brand's got 4 points in the quarter. Miami's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Here's Haslem, and it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Atlanta on D. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Anderson. And Elton Brand pulls it down. The Hawks have gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. Wide open look. And Carroll gets it to go.
It's interesting. They're like a different team now. Suddenly, they've got energy.
You know, it's not going to change anything, though, other than to make their losing margin a little more respectable.
Here's Battier. That is good.
Well, they're going to walk out of here with a win and send this crowd home happy.
A very solid performance in a lot of areas for them.
Schroeder kicks to Scott. And there's the pass to Schroeder. The shot misses. Well, he'd go the other way with it. Battier down low, defended by Carroll.
And I think this is going to be too much to overcome, Clark. What do you think?
All the sand in the hourglass is gone, and I agree with you.
And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. And the Heat making a change here. Wade's checked in. Out of bounds, Miami takes possession.
Boy, they couldn't hook up there on what's really a pretty basic pass.
The Heat have gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. And there's the whistle, fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
Gustavo Ayan, who's checked in for Mike Scott. Both free throws good from Wade. Atlanta's gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And Jenkins kicks to Schroeder. The dish to Jenkins. Shot's good. Now Haslam. Cole the pass to Wade. Launches a 3. Offline. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you ask?
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports. For Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see you next time. And now, our Jordan Player of the Game, LeBron James.